So
he
and it wasn't the cheapest ring in there.
Of course not.
So, like, man, shout out to good friends, man. Keep good friends in your life.
Definitely.
So, I held on to the ring for a month.
I think you just Facebook that thing.
Figuring out, I'm a guy that loves to do everything big. Like, I'm over the fucking top with everything.
Okay.
And that's just how I am.
Especially then.
And so I had this thing
expressing your
planned.
love, you know. So.
Of course.
Yeah.
My thing is, she told me how our last marriage went. I said I need to top that. Not knowing that me just being there, I'd already topped that. But the thing is, I just like to be over the top. So I had planned this whole thing with a hot air balloon.
Ooh.
Hot air balloon.
Dope.
My thing is, I couldn't bring the photographer without her knowing something.
Right.
And then I was just sitting there like, yeah, that's gonna look real suspicious.
Right.
And I was like, yeah. And so time kept dragging on. I'm trying to figure out this plan. And my homeboy come to my house one night and he's like, what's up, bro? When you gonna do this? I said, well, she get off tonight, I'm gonna do it tonight. So she came in. We talking on the phone.
Right.
You wanna finish this part of the story?
Yeah, then I'm finished.
And I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Go ahead.
That's what I do.
Okay. So we were on the phone, and I had just got off work at the Red Rooster North, and because the South Side was our weekend residence, I was on my way over there, and usually when I'm on my way home, I usually talk to him on the phone. So we're talking on the phone, and he just kept on asking, like, where you at? Well, where you at now? And where you at now? And it was like, it's always freeways closed down when you're headed to the north side from the south side. So I was dealing with that. And then once I got to the house, he was like, oh, you seem like you're close to the house. And I was like, yeah, I'm close. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to pull up in probably 1 or 2 minutes. So we're still on the phone. So we're on the phone until I pull up into the driveway. So usually when I get there, he usually raises the garage. He's usually coming outside. He usually something of that nature. Nah. I'm just sitting in the car and my phone then disconnected from the Bluetooth and I'm just like, okay, so he not coming. So I get out the car and I'm like,
so you guys normally have a routine?
Yeah. So I'm going, get my stuff out the car because I be having stuff for the whole weekend.
Okay.
Gotcha, I don't go home until Monday. So I'm wrestling with my stuff, trying to get my stuff out the car. It's freezing cold outside.
Right.
And yeah, he still hasn't opened the garage. He hasn't opened the door. He hasn't come outside. He hasn't done none of that. So I go.
I'm sitting there nervous as shit.
I go to the front door, and I go to turn the door because I was like, okay, he didn't open the garage or come out. He had to have unlocked the front lock. Nah. So.
Usually I'm thoughtful, people.
But then she going, this nigga sorry.
Oh, I was so pissed.
Oh,
so
shit.
I have to now dig into my purse. That I dropped my keys in because
you're expecting.
I'm expecting to be welcome into the home like I usually am.
Right.
I wasn't. So
no, y'all was Southside, right?
I had to correct. So I had
to
dig all in my purse, get the.
And I hear her.
He hear me wrestling with the stuff and don't move. So I open the door and he's sitting on the couch. It's like a little foyer area and then a dining area, and then I see him sitting on the couch, and I'm just like. Okay, and then I hear other people talking because his friend and his fiance were there, and I'm just like, okay, so y'all up and nobody could open the door? All right, I'm super heated.
Right.
So I just walk in and he stands up and he's just like, hey, and his friend's fiance is talking about graduation. So I'm just like, I'm over all of them at this point because I'm like, y'all heard me struggling. It's 3:00 in the morning. It's cold outside. I had an attitude. So I walk in. He's like, you want me to help you with your stuff? I was like, no. So I was so mad. Yeah. So then when I walk out of the room after I put my stuff down, she's talking about graduation. So I start talking to her. I'm like, girl, congratulations.
She walked right past me.
Congratulations on your graduation and blah, 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 blah. Because I'm mad at him because how dare you not come and give me somebody snatch me.
That part.
So I then went into the kitchen to put up my stuff because I think I had a bunch of drink orders. Shout out to your favorite bartender _18. I make drinks. But
Red Rooster, no.
No, I don't work here anymore.
We'll get into that.
But still shout out to them. Baby sis worked there.
Yeah.
So but yeah. So then I went to go in there to put the stuff down, and I was putting stuff down on the counter, and then I turned around, and he was on his knee.
I didn't even know what else to do.
And I was just completely shocked
kinda like,
because I was sitting there. I
what
thought
am I
it was a
supposed to
joke.
do?
Right.
Well, I thought it was a joke because I was in disbelief.
Hold on, hold on. You walked back to the living room. He was on his knee, or he was in the
No,
room?
I walked past
She walked
him.
past me
I walked
like
past
she
him
didn't
in the
see
living
me
room
because she was mad at me.
because I was
again.
mad,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just taking stuff out of my bag so I could do. Because I was about to. I had a plan. I was gonna take my stuff out, and then I was gonna be like, I need to talk to you in the room because we was gonna get that together. Like, hey, don't be leaving me outside until 3 o'clock in the morning. So
I like
get
that she
the
checks me, man. Not everybody checks me.
Right.
So yeah. So then when I turned around, he was on
Everybody
his knee.
check
So
me.
I didn't get
Every girl I date.
check him because he was proposing, and I was really just shocked. I was just like.
I'm gonna check her.
Like I was expecting to get proposed to, but I definitely was not expecting it at that moment.
At 3 a.m.
3 in the morning, and then everybody had their cameras. She was in on it. He was in on it.
3
It was
a.m.
3 different cameras,
That's
3 different
dope, man.
angles, and yeah.
So just got down on knee. I
He
didn't know
got
what
on
to
his
do.
knee, and
I didn't
was
know what to
just
do.
like,
See, first of all,
I'm sitting there like,
I know you super me.
You already fucked up.
me.
The routine was
already-
broken.
I'm believing with sins on my heart.
I was just, and
We
then
did not own the rights to
I'm
that
still
song.
sitting on my knee
You
like
don't write to that song.
she's sitting there like, of course, but she ain't put her hand out. So I'm like, all right, what you want me to do with this ring?
Like,
Then I pulled it out, my
man.
hand was shaking,
he was just so nervous.
and I'm sure I'm gonna be shaking. Okay, so let's get to this wedding thing.
Oh shit.
Let's get to this wedding
Oh,
thing.
but why was you nervous, bro?
Hey man, I'm
Even
gonna tell
though I
you
had
what.
That's a
said
big
yes.
deal. It's big,
Bruh.
man.
You
I
probably
mean, oh, you
nervous when
proposed to
got
somebody. I
the-
never had.
That's a big.
I don't know what y'all understand about submission, but that is a man's submission to a woman.
It's a big deal, man.
It's different.
Yeah.
I've never had.
You
a
can be prepared. Like of course I was prepared.
Right.
When I told
But you
people
still
like,
get nervous.
oh, I'm gonna marry her and then we can get married the next day, and everybody was like, she gonna be cool with that. I was like, she gonna go with the flow, because that's what we do.
Right.
So,
That's one mix.
Thug life.
huh?
Goodbye.
Please believe.
I
Oh
won't do
shit.
that.
I'll be waving.
And that boy say, man, I don't know, like what comes to, like, cause me as a man, I'm single, I never been married, never been close to being married, and you know, as I'm maturing into my age,
Right.
I don't want to die alone, but I do want to be happy,
Of course.
and I'm a Scorpio, so I can't be happy being alone. It's like I want to think, like, what comes? You've been there.
Yes.
Like, what comes to the mind to tell yourself as a man, like you
Okay.
said, I'm ready to submit.
So, I'm in Miami. I go to see my homeboy. He I guess it was a makeshift basketball player or whatever. It's rich friends, invest in rich friends. I always say that.
Definitely.
So he told
Not
me to
real
come-
friends,
Rich
rich
friends.
friends.
and they're real friends.
They're
So
real friends. We like, go ahead.
I go to Miami and he take me around all his people. He always take me around all his people.
Right.
So all his friends, they were like, damn, dude, like, from what Rodney tell us, like, you used to be the dude. What made you want to give all that up? I said, right now, at this point, I've done everything I wanted to do. Relationship-wise, I've done everything. Life-wise, I traveled the world. I made all this money. I've done all of that.
Makes sense.
I said, I'm trying to build a legacy. I can't be a billionaire shedding my dick with the goddamn world. So
Makes sense.
I've always wanted a family. I don't know if people notice about my family is we're extremely family oriented.
Right.
So if that wasn't your forte, it was never gonna work.
Right.
So my thing is I've always saw marriage in my family.
Right.
And that's what
Okay.
I've always wanted.
Well, that's what's up. Yeah.
But my thing is I ain't wanna do it the bullshit way. Where we go in with a bunch of secrets and you find out who the fuck your wife or she finding out who I am on the fly.
Right.
Nah, that's a bad fucking idea. It's always a recipe for disaster when you're getting married to someone and you don't know who they are before you get married. And it happens all the time because people rush and they don't ask questions.
So you guys ask these questions.
Yeah.
Not asked. We went past the question.
Yeah, we have conversation.
Like you'll have a talk
Real
and then you'll say,
Cause the nigga was pouring like
man,
it's a bottle of water or
I'm
some
gonna go
shit.
hard.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gotta work tomorrow.
Yes, I do.
He just want to win that life, DB.
Right. Goddamn.
Why you gotta drink the mixed blend?
This the mix blend. This nigga
The
tripping.
mixed blend salmon
Salad
salmon
Salad
cognac,
Right.
salmon vodka.
That part. So you guys ask questions versus not versus, but you guys ask questions.
Not bullshit questions.
And we probably overshare. Like we say the things and have the conversations that people are probably scared to have.
Okay, so you guys had those
Like
conversations.
we don't say it and just be like, blah.
Hey man, fuck
go.
it, it's out there, bro. Like
Right.
forever's a long time, my nigga, to be marrying the wrong fucking person. It's actually expensive
Like
too.
even with okay.
Man, that's
He
real.
was-
Forever to
He
be
was on the scene. It is. He was on the scene. He has dealt with women. So even just coming
love
around
that
and being
about her,
around
confidence.
different scenarios,
Ain't that
house
like a
parties,
confident woman,
events, going to birthday
Nothing.
parties, that kind of stuff, I have to understand, okay, he may have slept with that woman. Oh, he may have
Oh, wow.
done with something with that woman. And these women, they're going to come and be my friend because they're his friend now. You get
Now
it?
that's
So-
amazing on your part for you to
Bruh, when I saw it, I was
have
like,
that type of integrity.
Nigga, do you
Well, this
see
is
her?
the thing.
Jesus.
Everybody tripping after money. Her.
Thank you.
Tripping?
So,
She ain't ugly.
this is the thing.
Oh my god.
I like it's probably women who he's dealt with who probably don't even know that I know that y'all dealt with him. Just because y'all probably think
told her
he's on some serious
everything.
stuff. He tells me everything.
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 Everything. Especially if it's gonna be
Everything.
around somebody I'm gonna be around. Like, why not tell me? Why
I'm not
leave you
finna
in the
have my
dark?
girl in the
like,
dark.
For what? So you
For
can be
what?
sitting over there like he. For what? I would never be the butt of your jokes.
All right.
Ever.
Since you guys told
We
me.
let
have you
Every-
ever been in a man circle and you talk about a specific person and then he walk up and everybody change the subject? It was like an initial,
Yeah.
yeah, they talk about you, my nigga.
Man, this McMillan
Pretty much.
fucked up already.
It's that master blend.
So I didn't want her to be the ass of those jokes.
Yeah, don't have me being there like, yeah, girl, but he
Right.
used to be doing this.
Ain't nobody finna come to her as a woman. Fuck
Nobody
that.
is ever gonna come to me as
I'm
a
gonna
woman.
come to her as a man.
So like somebody walk up like, yeah, I fucked her, babe.
I'll be like, okay,
You gonna let her know?
good for you.
Damn, a woman can
Belt
take
She
it.
already know.
Good for you, belt notch. That's what I'm just saying. Like, this is the thing. Women be thinking that because you have sex with somebody that means you hold a place in their
Not
life.
when
That
it comes to a
means
man.
No,
it don't
I
matter.
know-
Check
I
this out.
learned that-
Now when
Let
it
me
comes
tell
to
you
a
how
man.
disciplined a dater I am. So a friend calls me. He was like, "Hey, I've been dating this girl for 7 years, off and on." And he was like, "Man, we're back together, and you know we had an argument. She storms out, blah 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 blah." I was like, "Stormed out? You don't storm out in a fucking marriage." Hey, bro, those conversations that you have in the beginning, especially arguments, are going to get fucking worse.
A red flag.
If she run off, dog, either you gotta check that shit and find out why you keep running off, or fix that shit. Like fix it or leave it alone.
Ain't no running off, ain't no hanging up in my face. Ain't no hanging up in no face,
And
none
you
of
have
that
to
shit, right?
realize when it
Hang up in
comes
the face.
to
Stop hanging up in my face.
Never
right?
tell her
and all that kind of
disrespect.
stuff,
Ever.
that you are on the same team. Y'all aren't arguing to break up. You arguing
And you're
to
not in
get to
competition.
a correct.
Correct.
You're not
Say it again.
not competition.
Bruh, I seen relationships where, and this is the thing, man, like somebody starts getting to a social status that is higher than their mate. And then they start
Hey,
looking
Feel
down.
all you
on
dollar
motherfuckers.
store ass relationship motherfuckers out here, you are not buy one get one free. You are not arguing with your mate as a competition. You
Y'all
are
on the
arguing with
same
your
team.
mate
On the
to
same
get to an
You're not even
understanding,
arguing. You're having a
arguing.
a
discussion.
discussion.
Right.
All that arguing stuff. Leave that
I'm
for
not
them.
I'm
Leave that for
not
them other people. We at war with this world. Like in real life,
Hey,
we on war outside
say,
of our house.
say my
Like,
little cancer out
especially
there.
As a black,
I'm not arguing with
black
you.
people.
Hey,
My
Shout out
little
to the
cancer. I'm not arguing with
Shout
you,
out to the
girl.
cancer.
hey,
We
my
love
little
you.
cancer. I'm not arguing with you.
Y'all
bro.
both have cancer.
Even though you think
got
that
cancer?
shit,
You
yo.
have a cancer?
Oh yeah, we both got cancer.
Even though you
Y'all
think
better
that
keep them
shit.
cancer. Shout
Yeah,
out
I'm
to
trying
the
to keep mine.
You gotta relax,
Shout out
man.
to the
Be
cancer.
tripping. She cool. She cool though.
Yeah,
I
she
know,
cool.
look, we was talking while we're in there. I love her.
Man,
We cool.
You haven't put it out there. High five on that shit.
Look at you
because y'all the
clever
men of what?
Men of love.
Thank you.
Oh my God, he's a fan. Hey, my boy pants
bro.
wise.
Like, I don't just, I don't say
We be watching your show.
I know y'all do.
BB,
Cause my shit good.
Third hand.
You see me right my shit.
Right.
You silly.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I
Seriously,
know.
like, but if I fuck with somebody, I really fuck with them.
Right.
I don't half-ass fuck with
Having those discussions,
Go ahead.
it's not needed for you to want marriage counseling, or is it?
I mean, we can.
people. Okay, check this out. It's things about my life that I'm probably not gonna disclose to anyone.
Okay.
Those are things that my sister took to the grave.
Hey, my nigga TV was
Say,
That nigga
man.
almost pissed it.
This nigga, man.
Hey man, I got PTSD. nigga.
Don't worry, that shit gonna be edited out the show. That shit gonna be edited.
TV top like,
I was just trying to
yo, Hey, this nigga was scared. This nigga was Y'all ain't see me walk up.
Say, man.
We ain't see him.
We ain't see
Look,
him.
let me show you what I did. Look.
We're like doing the whole show.
What up, Everett? What's the deal, Everett?
Yeah, no, we weren't paying
What's the deal? What up, Miss? What up, Shiny?
You saw?
Well, I see them coming, but I ain't.
I got
ain't paying
PTSD,
attention.
bro. I see everything around. I see motherfuckers inside of that Burger King. Right
Nigga,
now.
I walked all the way from the goddamn door.
I saw.
You
ain't
the
paying
worst
attention.
shotgun nigga ever, dog. Like,
I'm doing a show, man.
bro, you should
trying to
see
be in
his
character.
face. That nigga's face,
ID.
like DB was sincerely scared for like 2 seconds.
We at 5114 Kirby Drive, Christian
You saw me
Tailgate.
though? You saw me though, Patrick?
My stomach is hurting,
My
bro.
stomach hurt.
Laughing.
Did you see it? That's your face, motherfucker. What, did you see me?
Yeah, I seen you, but I didn't know you were gonna do that. That's why you scared me, bro.
You got like right there.
That nigga scared and embarrassed.
That's what
And humble at the same time.
they say. And humble.
My bad, dog.
All
All right, we cold.
I'm going. Y'all be safe,
All right,
man.
for sure, man.
People
For
gone?
sure.
No, everybody's still in the
Okay.
All right,
You got work
man.
in the morning, huh? You got a real job, huh?
You got a good job.
They got a good. That's a good.
I know, but
night.
I know. You gotta go play house.
Get me on. So, what you say?
Hold on. I got you.
So on the counseling part.
Yes.
So you guys feel like
This is the thing.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with it.
No.
It's
No,
nothing
not
wrong
at
with
all.
it's nothing wrong with counseling
No.
Not
at all. At all.
I think
Counseling,
therapy,
every
all that.
individual
All that
person
therapy,
needs
nothing wrong.
counseling, whether you
Counseling,
married or
counseling
not.
in the beginning helped me get myself back to 75%. She took me to 100%.
Okay.
So my thing is,
Hold on. Say that again.
I built myself. I had to go to counseling on my own. Before we were even together, I was fighting for my life. Like,
Because
I was battling depression, of course.
Yeah, depression.
and so I'm battling for my life.
And that's
bro.
funny, dog. As much as I hung around you, Apache, I never. I know, hung around you. Right? That's my.
I like that. Hung around you.
As much as we hung around you together.
Shoot together.
Together.
You be coming up with some words.
I know.
boy.
Oh, they don't know about situation shipping her.
Shipner and together.
Yeah. But anyway, like I never knew you was like going through that, dog. And that's why I say depression is real, y'all.
Yeah,
Always
definitely.
check on your friends, check on your family, even check on your enemy.
And the thing was,
Definitely.
the two stories that stuck out to me the most, that said that I do need help,
Right.
was Robin Williams and Lamar Odom.
After what happened to Robin Williams?
Correct.
Okay.
I was looking at it like this man smiled every day, gave everybody a great conversation every day, and he almost lost his life.
But outside looking in.
Correct. And then you look at Lamar Odom. I was in a situation where I had a bunch of money, and I didn't have anybody to share it with. My mom and my dad, or my mom and my sister, were the closest people to me. They knew all my secrets. My dad, he's always been a quiet leader. So when it happened to my sister, he just internalized everything like he had always done. And so we didn't have a relationship at that time. Like we were not being around each other because we didn't want to look vulnerable in front of each other. So I was just hurting out there by myself, and nobody knew. And I said, I got to fix myself. So I started going to the VA, started going to counseling sessions. And the thing about me is humility.
Right.
I've always seen people in a worse situation than me. Like when I went to India, I said I'd never be worse off than what people in India are going through. I'll never be worse off than what people in Greenspoint are going through. That's where I come from. So I said I gotta have humility to say, okay, maybe my story can help somebody.
Right.
And that was like my thing. I think I told this story the other day where I was sitting in the closet and I was just sitting there as a regular day.
Right.
And I was contemplating how I was gonna kill myself.
Like that?
That's when you know it's real. I say when you know it's real is when you sit there you start making a plan on how it's gonna happen. That's when you know it's real. So when I heard you say you was coming up with how you was gonna do it,
The
I was
machete
like, yo,
was there.
he not
Glock
bullshit.
17 was there.
He real
Everything
serious.
was there.
I had a counselor tell me, people say they gonna kill themselves, but until
Say
they
all
start
the
making
time,
plans,
start thinking about it and
Oh,
making
it's
plans,
real.
It's not real.
Because
it ain't
it's
real
the
until you start
voices.
making
But you can
plans.
say it and you be like, oh, I
It's
just
the
want to end this, so I
voices,
just
man.
want to
Voices,
whatever.
right.
But then when
It's
you get to
always
that
a-
point to where it's like,
Like
nah,
I was on my
do
ninth failed business. I'm a trier. Like I'm a fucking doer. I'm gonna get out, and if the business fails, I'll find something else. I'm always gonna land on my fucking feet. That's how it always happens.
Right.
So, ninth failed business.
Goodness, ninth.
One business. These were two businesses I started in 1 year. One lost 60,000. One lost well over 100. And so I'm sitting here dead ass broke with two businesses that I highly invested in. and coming off a bad relationship where I got broke up with at midnight.
Damn.
Like that.
At midnight, like, yep, I don't think this is what I want to do. I've never seen her since. And
Yo, savages.
so,
Savages.
and it wasn't that she was savage. I appreciate her because she found out that this shit wasn't for her. And she bowed out.
Shout out to the last girl who figured out it wasn't for her.
And that's what I'm saying. She's doing well in her life. She's doing well in her life too, and I wish her well.
Right, definitely. That's
We
what's
weren't
up.
for each other, but we did look out for each other in that time.
Right.
So I appreciate her for that time.
Definitely, man. So you guys are gonna do this.
Yes.
This is gonna happen.
Are we invited?
Hey man, tell you the truth, check this out.
I want to come to the reception.
I already.
I don't want to walk down the aisle.
You already-
I'm just going to look at back. We're already married. I'm not a waiting person.
Right.
Sometimes you just know, like when you ask God for something.
Right.
Did you
Okay.
want that disclosed?
Hold on, no, check this out. When you ask God for something, the devil's listening.
Of course.
He's gonna offer you something too.
I don't
Of
believe
course.
it.
It's gonna be everything
Of
you
course.
want.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be the biggest booty, the biggest titties you ever seen. The talk game's gonna be great, but it's not for you. But I think people get into the business of putting a round hole into a square peg. It ain't for you, my nigga.
It's not.
It's not your game.
Don't make that shit.
And so when we're sad that these relationships ended, that's God telling you it's a new door for you. But you can ignore it though,
Right.
like we do.
Have you ever been married before?
No.
Have you ever been married before?
Yes.
Okay. Knowing that you.
Don't get it.
How did you propose?
How did I propose?
What you done propose?
Yeah, he been married.
Yeah, I
before.
was married.
Okay.
Shit, I forgot. I don't even.
I was married to the money.
You married to the money?
Yeah, nothing like
People
that.
ask make you hesitant about
It's
that.
my goddamn show. Cancers are nurturing people.
Correct.
So therefore, that's in her nature to nurture.
Well, this is
Take
the
care,
thing.
right?
That is.
Like,
no.
but there's a real person behind all the posts. With Facebook, you display what you want to display. So he's not gonna be on Facebook like, oh my God, get to know the person that was off of social media. So it wasn't too much to deal with because me myself, I had dealt with in the past with my own depression to the point to where I was suicidal.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
So
So y'all can relate
I
to
was
one
very
another.
Yes.
correct. So I was
Very
very
relatable.
understanding and I was very compassionate to it because I had also dealt with it.
Makes sense.
So
And that's
So
like
okay,
two broken
No, I
people.
wasn't
so after the
hesitant.
show, which is I call the marriage the show. I call the marriage the show.
Yeah.
Then reality sits in.
no, the wedding is the show.
The
Yeah,
wedding
I'm
is
sorry.
Wedding
I'm
is
sorry.
definitely.
The wedding
That's what I'm
is
Can we
saying.
talk about weddings?
The wedding and the reception.
Before
No, we
we
didn't
finish,
talk about.
yeah, say
Before
what
we
you gonna say,
finish.
and then we gonna talk about wedding.
Yes.
The wedding and reception.
Like, are y'all willing to go through that shit? Like, do you? Hold on, let me explain. Like, do you understand that? I know this motherfucker getting on my everlast. I don't play with this marriage shit. Like, if I get married, like, yo, it's no end to this.
Guess what, DB?
We gotta fight through this.
You're not finna get everything you want, and you have to be
At
okay
all.
with that.
You gotta be okay with
If
that.
you're not okay with that shit, you be like,
Well, that's why I'm saying that marriage ain't for me.
She don't
then.
cook for me every
You're
day.
not gonna get 100% because
Get
you're
the
not
fuck
gonna
outta here.
give 100%.
No, I'm not saying 100%.
No.
I'm not saying I'm saying just enough that okay, you willing to fight for this. Okay, we
Absolutely.
having trouble, but
We
damn
on
it,
the
we
same
gotta
team.
fight until we can't fight no more.
Correct.
Meaning there is no end.
Stop fighting
like,
and start talking.
like talk, like stop fighting and talk. True.
And stop having bullshit
And
ass
that's-
If it is a
conversations.
toxic
Bull-
relationship,
bullshit
if it is
arguments.
toxic,
Bullshit
we don't
argument.
like we
You
don't
can't handle it. You
argue
gotta get
like
out.
we don't
If
have
it is toxic,
arguments
you
to
gotta
where
go.
we argue yelling at each other, fussing at each other,
Right.
and like trying to say things to hurt each other. We don't do that kind of stuff.
over talking and
For
shit.
what?
I don't overtalk her. Like my thing is, it's good for her to get her thoughts out. Sometimes we gonna get into it because sometimes I don't like to accept that I'm wrong. But it's cool.
And that's my problem. Maybe I accept that I'm wrong too much, but I know I'm not wrong.
Well, don't do that.
Well then don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
that's-
Then
But
you
then,
a fake ass
then that's an
relationship.
argument.
Because then you're fake.
Then you
it-
Ken and Barbie.
You can be
You
quiet.
wanna be
bro.
Ken and Barbie?
You say just be quiet.
Plastic and
this.
shit?
Okay.
Y'all can live in.
Right, yeah.
They can turn your head left and right. You can't
You
go
got
up and
skin
down.
color draws
Yeah, my
on.
nigga, be Ken and Barbie.
What?
Don't be.
I'm gonna say whatever I want to
Barbie.
say.
Color draws on.
They have all their whole
Oh, I see
body
what
is
you're
the
saying.
same
Yeah,
color.
got you. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the lines in between your hips and shit. Yeah, man, that could be you.
That's true.
Don't disclose shit that you really need about
This
your
is
life.
my thing. If I can give any advice,
Go ahead.
do not bend on your boundaries. Do not, whatever they are. Like, I don't
Discipline
care
dating.
how good he looks. I don't care how good the sex is. I don't care how much money he makes. I don't care how big his house is. Do not bend on it. Like, because if you bend, you're going to find yourself forever bending. Forever bending. You're going to forever be, oh, well, it's okay because
Right.
he does this. Don't do that.
And
For
she's
what?
talking about major issues, not like little bitty shit.
Little
that-
bitty stuff that you can compromise about.
That you're
I'm
not
talking
gonna
about
remember
major
next
stuff
week.
that's on your major list. Like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not
PSA.
dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this. But then as soon as you start dealing with somebody, they display what you're not gonna deal with, and you be like, oh well,
I had
but
a
he
friend
does
call
this.
me. I had a friend call me. She was
Nah.
talking about her
Let him
homegirl.
go.
What
She was saying, well, he disrespected her on this occasion. And then when she got to the second and third, when I was like, okay,
still dealing with
she's about to get disrespected the whole relationship.
The whole relationship.
Because you tolerated that.
At the beginning, you didn't check him, you didn't
didn't check
leave
nothing.
him, you didn't do nothing. So he feels like it's okay.
Okay,
And that's
cool.
even with women, the same thing. The same thing.
And my thing, even with me, don't check what I do. It's going to magnify. I'm going to put it all on you. I want you to boss up on me.
Okay.
I would challenge women for them to boss up on me and nobody would boss up. It was like some coward shit. Like they wouldn't say anything. They'd be like, until they got
They deal
really
with it.
fucking mad. And they'd be like, I don't want it. And I'd be like, well, guess what? You're in it now. You're in the matrix. So you took
Either
the
you
pill.
handle this shit or move on.
Right.
It sucks.
Red or blue pill. You live when you learn.
It
Come on.
sucks. It sucks. It's a dirty game.
I thought I was Jay-Z when I did that.
So what were you going? What was
Weddings.
the wedding?
Let me tell you about the wedding business.
Oh shit.
Is it a hustle?
Man, the
How's-
wedding
how's it
business
going? How's
and
it
the funeral business are the same thing, and I dealt with them both firsthand. Man, bring me into the funeral home. Cremation. My sister said she want a cremation and she want an hour-long celebration. She said if they go longer than an hour, shut that shit down. She said I want it to be 30 minutes. So we go in there, the man sit us all down, tell me a cremation is gonna cost me $3,000
For a cremation.
for a cremation.
Yeah, 35.
That's a whole
Now,
funeral.
after I figured out the whole game, a cremation costs $700. And you can go directly to the people. They charge $500 to pick my sister up. It's a hustle, dog.
Shit.
But they play off your emotions. Same thing as
But
the
you gonna
wedding
pay
business.
whatever for your people.
But you
Right,
paying
of course.
death and you paying love. You paying life as well. This is
This
why
you
babies make
paying
so much money.
love.
Like, I don't get into that fucking, you gonna tell me I gotta spend 3/4 of my salary on a ring. I'm gonna spend what my salary say.
Right.
You gonna tell me a wedding costs between $20,000 and $50,000. I'm gonna say we're gonna spend $600 and figure this shit out.
And then go out of town.
And then go out of town and
And
ball out of town.
And prepare for kids and
Prepare for a house. Prepare for a family.
Okay,
Like,
so what's with the wedding business?
hey man,
they want money.
It's a hustle, dog.
It's a freaking hustle. Like I honestly can say that over these last 2 months since I got engaged, I have
What about the vendors,
received
dog?
more. That's what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
yeah.
More
Oh, yeah.
inbox from vendors than
That's
I
a lot,
have
man.
received anything, and it's annoying. I'm gonna write this
I
in my
spent 10
blog.
grand.
I do have a blog. We're gonna say this all at the end, but
she did.
the only person that kind of stepped up to me was Mac Time. Mac Time, shout out.
shout out
He
to
did a
Max.
video.
What up, back time?
He did a video for us. It's gonna come out soon. But he stepped up. He said, "Look, let me show you what I got."
Okay.
And so by
But
the time
people,
it
they
came,
just want money. First of all, if
Of
you
course.
see me, I don't even wear a bunch of makeup. Why do I have 2,500 makeup artists in my inbox?
Wow.
For what?
and this is
I
the
know somebody
thing.
can do your makeup KT.
I don't need makeup. Why am I gonna have a bunch of
And
makeup?
DB, I didn't
You
have
don't
my
even know
barber.
me to have a bunch
I had
of
my
makeup.
barber. I had my barber since I was
Barbers,
19 years
hair
old. Right.
people.
You good.
My thing is, I'm gonna choose my wedding
caterers,
to use a brand new barber, so I get a
event-
brand new
event
McDonald's edge up. Yeah, that's what I'm finna do.
event planners,
Get out of here,
like
bro.
Say
all
McDonald's
kind of
edge
people
up.
that I'm just like.
You think I'm gonna
this
pay
is-
somebody to
this
boss
is
me
my
around?
thing.
Fuck
I
outta
love
here.
supporting black businesses, and it's
Right.
mostly black people.
Right.
Mostly black people.
Right.
I love supporting black businesses, and yes, but this is my thing. Unless somebody makes a post saying, I'm looking for a makeup artist, I'm looking for somebody to make me a cake. Like, I had people trying to make cakes, and I already had who was gonna make my cake from jump. Shout out
What
to
kind of cake you
Tasty
got? What kind of cake you
Tea.
got?
Shout out to Tasty Tea.
What up, Tasty? Everything Tasty? What up, Tasty?
I already had like people, and then people was like just in my inbox, just being like
Thirsty.
savages,
Right.
thirsty, and I'm just
I got
like,
you, I got you.
don't
Man.
even know if I'm having a wedding. You don't
I
even
know people that
this,
make
you
good
don't
chicken
know
for
that,
y'all
you don't
rest.
know-
Reception.
Hey, guess
Popeyes.
what? I learned how to make the best chicken. I just made it for the kids before I
Got
left.
that chicken.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Hey man, I had a girl make me some fruity pebble chicken. Like the fruity pebble was like the crust of the chicken.
Hey, bro, was that
What are
like
you
that
talking
Kool-Aid,
about?
that Kool-Aid macaroni and cheese we saw the other day?
Ew.
Is that what you got?
I don't know.
What?
Don't be
my
fascinated
thing.
by that dumb shit.
I definitely say promote your business.
You know I'm hood, nigga. Chill out.
People.
Don't fucking
Don't
judge
harass
me.
people because that will turn people completely off.
Right.
I'm turned off. I'm turned off. I'm turned off from the
Turned
makeup.
off.
I'm
That's a
turned
So
off.
you guys are glad when this thing is over.
Glad when it's
Bruh.
over. If I could have got
Right.
married in my pajamas or in my swimsuit in a pool
Hey, bruh.
with this man,
Right.
I would not have
found-
cared. If it
I
was
found-
not for the grandmothers and my mother, we
That's
wouldn't
it.
even be having
That's
a
it.
ceremony.
If y'all want that shit, pay for it,
Check me out.
grandma.
Check me
Pay
out.
for it, grandma.
I
Pay
specifically-
for it.
I specifically told people I was inviting 20 people. Okay, so
I
I got.
don't expect to get
No, check
invited.
me out, check me out, check me out. I got my two grandmothers.
know.
I got her mom. I got my dad and his wife.
Right.
How many people is that? 5 people.
Yeah,
So we down to
5.
15. How important do you think he was? Did you think he was to my life?
No, this is my
And I ain't
thing.
even invited aunts and
How
uncles and brothers and
important
sisters.
did you think
She got 6 brothers, 5, 6 brothers and sisters. Like, bruh, I got 4 brothers and sisters.
How
Like,
important?
You not gonna be in the wedding, sorry.
It's not even about you being important.
Right.
But if we are already saying, hey, we're having a small ceremony and you don't even have my phone number and you're inboxing me on Facebook, that means that we're not even close enough. If you haven't even met my fiance,
Give it up.
and we've been dealing with each other for over a year and a half, and you haven't even met him, that lets you know that you are not that close in my life. So don't inbox me.
Forget
asking
about
me.
it.
So, and this is the thing. I saw somebody saying that that's their hustle, and that's cool. I have 3 businesses, so I get it.
Okay.
I would never go in anybody inbox and be like, hey, you need some personal training? Like, no, I'm going to see when people are seeking out stuff, and then I will post on their stuff. But I'm not going to just
I
be
need
sliding in the
personal
inbox and
training.
be like, hey, you getting married? Okay, do you need
trying to lose
this?
this
I can
weight.
cook for
Lose
you. I can
gut.
do this.
We can definitely
so,
do that.
Okay, well, then I can.
okay, well, check this out. I'm 40 pounds down.
So that's what I'm saying. He's
Because
40
there's
pounds
And
down
my-
because of
Already?
the workouts, because
down.
of the eating change.
And the thing is,
and all
you
of
can
that.
look at the first time I came on the show. You can look at the second time we came on the show, and you can look at now. I was 260. I was
45 pounds.
265 pounds when I
been
first came
working
on the
out?
show by myself.
Yeah.
The second time I was 240.
Yeah.
I'm 225 now.
And next time you come on, you gotta pay next time, Patrick.
You gotta pay.
Hey,
Hey man, we
Well,
might have to get
I
y'all some
need-
advertising.
We
need-
about to have our own show
I'm ready.
like next month.
You better be the first guest. The first 3 weeks.
Y'all gotta do a 3-part series.
Yeah, we a 3-part series. We
Y'all gotta be
3-part
interesting,
series.
goddamn. We can't be on there talking about horseshoes and crickets.
right.
Well, you know, I did
So,
play.
but
I did
the
play
thing-
basketball in
but the thing
7th
is, with
grade.
our podcast, we want to do something different.
What
Like,
y'all wanna do?
like what I see y'all doing is different.
It is.
And I've always,
Different shit.
like I told you, I've always given y'all props.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah.
Right.
On,
Thank you. You did.
okay, we don't have a podcast arena, but let's build one.
Right.
Let's build shit.
We
Like
need
I
to.
feel with black
And then
people,
y'all on episode
we rely
21.
too much on people to build shit that we know that we can build ourselves. And
And that's
so,
what me and Humvee didn't do.
and I appreciate. No, but
What
y'all
did we do?
did build something together. Like this is something that y'all built together.
What did we do?
Like we ain't rely. We ain't wait on the studio time. We
No,
not-
we
Yeah.
We did.
And y'all don't have to pay
It's
into
like,
all of
forget
that.
this. I want to do it.
Y'all,
I'm
y'all,
do it.
you paying for this truck every month?
I am.
Thank
a
you.
business.
Well, that's you paying
Right.
for it.
That's
You
the only thing
probably
we
for that
paying
gas
for.
that's-
Yeah, of course.
Shout out to Tasty T. He's twerking in front of the truck.
Oh my God, I don't want them kind of. That's sure.
What is? Go ahead, get in.
We got people
Go ahead,
up in
get
here.
We got to be
Go ahead.
alive. It's weird.
Everybody.
What
I'm
up?
so happy. Oh, my booty on.
Oh,
Oh,
We knew
we
that.
thin on this side.
More niggas in the trunk, y'all.
Where we
making
at?
it work.
Where we at?
We almost done, but I wanted to talk about. You guys don't have a problem with compromise at all.
Of course not.
At all.
So
I
define compromise in your words. Hold on, I know you like to talk, Patch. In your words, because you're my boy. I can
Of
clown you.
course.
I can clown you. I
You
can
do.
clown you. You my boy. I can clown you.
Get off of it.
In your words, Miss, my nigga KT number from DB, KT. In your words, define the word compromise.
In this union.
In this
union. Not no.
Okay, I would say getting to a understanding to where we're both like, okay. Because I think that we're both in a place in our life where we don't like to argue. We don't like to do all of that. So we want to get to a like a decision. We want to get to
You want to get to that
Compromise.
medium.
I just want to date somebody where I ain't gotta argue.
Solution oriented.
Yes,
There you go.
Yes.
Word.
Like my
We had a
thing is, we
couple
have a
ways.
conversation in the beginning, so she knows who I am. I know who she is. And so there's no gray area. I don't like gray area in my relationships. Either you know who the fuck I am, or get out of my way. So
You could back down
or
sometimes, you could back
no.
down sometimes, y'all
correct.
good.
Like my thing is, she's strong in the home. So my biggest adjustment was dealing with kids and having energy at the end of the day to deal with my wife.
Right.
So
Better say wife.
I was just
Hey. Right.
so we got to a point
It's
where
that PTOD.
Don't give me no more.
we got to a point where it was a discussion and we both knew. So she didn't conveniently forget that I said I forget things. Like I just forgot the conversation we were having.
Yeah, I heard you.
People did not believe that was a true thing. Like that I was just forgetting conversations.
What did you just say?
Bro, I'm the same way, but I get cursed off of that shit.
Of course, but women did not believe that I'm forget. But
Right.
You're an asshole though, DB. That's probably.
I'm an asshole.
I was an asshole too.
He's sensitive though.
You really
You're
think
not.
I'm an asshole?
I don't think you're an asshole. You just
DB,
forget
you're a
shit.
little bit sensitive though too. You're
Oh, I know. I am very. I know that. And
That's that Scorpio shit.
thanks. I can't help it.
that makes sense. Okay.
First of all, let's not clown me on my show because this shit would get
See, there you
it.
go.
This shit would get it
It's
deleted.
fine.
You get
Damn,
sensitive.
I am
It would get
emotional.
deleted. Dang.
I delete the whole
You're gonna
motherfucking
shut the whole
show.
fucking show down.
That
We got our shit on. We still run the show from my phone.
Look at you.
Damn. Shit. Okay, that's right.
That's a damn shame.
I was like,
All right, so
delete.
all right, we talked about so Katia did the compromise and Apache did the compromise. So now you guys
Another thing about the compromise.
Okay, all right, shit, go ahead. Go.
Let's talk about confidence.
Okay.
Women like confidence.
Okay,
course.
so I would have house parties, but I
You
would
like it
intentionally
too, right?
invite every woman that I talk to.
Why?
Because he like to have ninja fights.
No.
Because like Cliff
I
said,
wanted
you
to
wanna
see.
how she acts.
I wanted to see who was sensitive. I wanted to see who could fight in the lion's den.
Shit.
Who gonna fight up in there? She gonna have to fight for me. Fight in this fucking lion's den.
Do you want her to fight?
Damn.
Yep.
Set that up early.
She gonna box
Why your
motherfuckers.
Set
eyes-
that-
Why your eyes look angry at me?
Set that up early, huh?
No,
I
I'm passionate.
will. I will box.
So why'd you
y'all
want her to
know,
fight?
I'm from the
She-
north side.
hashtag
I
she
told
box
her.
Y'all.
I told
Y'all
her.
know.
She from that Acre
I
Shaker.
told her.
Hold on, what part?
Take me out.
Cashmere Gardens.
Okay.
Oh, she even
Okay.
worse.
Okay. Cause I'm finna say motherfucker spring.
She built the crack house.
What was that?
You're talking about the
was
fight in the
saying
lion's den.
Okay,
come
I
to the
told her
parties.
if she win all those small battles for me, I'll win every other battle for her. Like, she ain't got to worry about a man grabbing her ass in no club and being disrespectful. I'm going to tap his motherfucking ass on the shoulder, be like, look here, brother. It's going to be an apology. You need to see me outside.
Straight like that.
Tell her.
So you need to have a confident woman.
But if a
in
woman checks me
compromising
online,
situation.
but if a woman comes for me online,
That's what it seems like.
I'm going to need her to handle that woman online because I'm not for to disrespect no woman. I'm not for to disrespect no woman.
I was by myself. No, before
But
that.
she finna get on there and
I
tell
was
you
by
that you're not
myself.
finna talk to me like that. She
You're
came
not
to
gonna
my
talk
house
like
party by herself.
Right.
From the
So
north
that's what I'm
side.
saying. You need a confident woman.
Of course.
In a
From the north side.
compromising
I was by myself.
situation, which you
And
put
everybody
My
her
thing is,
You put her in
I'm
that lion's den.
I'm not going to argue with you about why women like me. That's a stupid fucking
I
argument.
ain't got one.
Because if I'm not entertaining the circus,
The conversation over here is better.
Hey, right. It seems like,
The
so look,
conversation over
we're
here
gonna
is
ask.
better
We're
for
gonna
all y'all
ask.
that don't know.
We're gonna ask one more question before we
Yes.
get out of here. So you guys are married. You're gonna have men and women of marriages, been married 17, 20 years, something like that. 5 years, 3 years. Men are gonna ask you. They're gonna talk about why men cheat. Why married men cheat. They're gonna talk about that. You're gonna ask about that. You're gonna ask about that.
okay.
So
So I've been asked about that a lot because, of course, I was extremely active.
right.
So I say it comes.
All the sage.
Somebody smells.
She says the shit out of my house. Really.
You need it.
I really did.
That's what happened.
The whole
This is the thing. This is the thing, and I'm gonna God honest truth this thing,
Okay.
and I'm gonna talk about me personally with my life. Married men don't believe in marriage because they have cheated with so many married women.
That makes sense.
That definitely makes sense.
I was at the point where I was like,
And when he
I was
said
on that Chris Brown.
It made sense to me
Hold on,
because
repeat it
I
again.
know people and
These
I know
hoes ain't
women
loyal?
and I've had friends who have been married and who have cheated. So I was just like,
Married women.
I've
That makes sense.
actually
That's why when I
talked to
hear
some
men be
females.
like,
I
women ain't shit,
ain't know
I be
they
like,
was
okay, I
married. That
understand
shit
why you saying
disgusts me.
How'd you find out?
Good discussion.
They fucking husbands called me.
Oh wow, that's a dirtball.
You've had women that with a ring on their finger.
That's
like,
why.
so
That's why I
don't
get
really
about
care
when you
about
want
that
free
marriage
ass nigga.
shit.
That's because
What's
women
up?
can call me that. I was like,
You
he
dusty.
fucking about when
You
you
dusty.
free ass nigga. Like that's just funny as shit. But I didn't know he was married. I didn't know she
Yeah,
ain't
she
tell
ain't
me.
never said
Okay, let me tell you about the military.
Right.
Did you smash it?
course he did.
No, smash her. I don't cheat.
Let me tell you about the military.
No.
When I got into the military,
You didn't know. So
I met this girl,
Right.
and we went out. This girl cooked me breakfast every day, cooked me lunch every day, cooked me dinner every day. I was at her house every day. And then I went over there one day, and she had pictures of her family and her husband.
Family, not just a husband. A
Her
family.
husband was on deployment.
But it's about time for you to see this.
And
Before you
this
smash.
woman had me all up in their house.
That's dangerous.
Very dangerous. And so
What's
she was
her husband a sniper?
No, she said
Exactly.
she said
All
this,
because you want some
this
meat.
were her words. Her words were, "Oh, you can't come over here no more." And so I started looking around the house and I see pictures of the baby. Her baby was in Miami with her parents for 2 or 3 months.
Oh,
Y'all
wow.
so stupid.
So I'm sitting here like,
Bitches.
you just straight up fucking dusty. Like,
Hey, that
and that's when I was like, I learned at 19, boy, these hoes ain't shit.
Ain't shit.
And no, I developed that over life. Like,
Niggas
listening
ain't
to
shit
women
neither.
talk about their stories. I was like,
Niggas ain't shit,
Heard
bro.
it 3 times.
I think most species ain't shit. Like,
Right.
like what?
These hoods ain't
This is my show. I
These
can't
hoods
talk
ain't
on my
loyal.
show.
Don't be emotional. It's okay.
Most species.
so
I
dang.
say both
species,
both
yeah.
sex ain't
sex.
shit.
There
You know what I'm saying? Like the level of our ain't shit
I have
is.
witnessed both sides.
Yeah, me
Come
too.
on, that's like
You
real
saw
Some
that.
time.
trifling
I
ass
have,
girls.
like,
and
I have,
trifling
like,
dudes.
I know women who, like, are cool with cheating on their husband.
Mhm, me too.
That ain't shit.
They will tell you about it like it's nothing.
And I know niggas gonna say, yeah. I know.
You know what I'm saying?
chill out, son.
Everybody that's friends with you, they wife.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Really, DB?
Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh,
You
shit.
right, you right. Well, I really ain't shit, huh?
No.
You
it's a
not.
cold game, man.
You said I'm
But
not
the thing
listening
is,
to
you know you ain't shit. It's a bunch of people walking around that don't know they ain't shit.
Right. They
Hold
just
on,
look-
wait a minute. But you ain't finna agree on my show that I ain't shit. Come on, bro.
You say you ain't shit.
I'm just saying, like when it comes to like my relationship.
So you like, okay.
to my relationship, I'm being
Like I can talk about my family, but if you talk about my family, we gotta strap up. Is it like that?
No, you can talk about me because you family to me. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro,
They having a whole conversation.
Yeah, that's it. Let people know before we get out of here. When you find love, what should you do with it?
Okay.
When you find the real thing, what should you do with it?
real love.
Okay.
Keep it
For
in
me,
your pocket.
and I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this again.
They do not own the rights to this song.
Someone said my heart.
Real love. You can't.
They've been deleting the whole show.
Sorry.
We do not own rights to this song. We do not own rights to that song.
We didn't miss our opportunity.
Oh,
Anyways,
We was jamming like a
if
motherfucker. though, real talk.
find
Shot clock.
that's an inside joke.
that's the question. When you find real love, what should you do with
Put
it?
it in
How do
your
you
pocket,
maintain
snatch
it?
it up.
How do you keep it
Put it in your
from
bra.
getting snatched from you?
Speak,
All of
speak
it.
to these people. child.
Okay, my thing
Tell
is,
them, Patrick.
let me look for myself.
Alright.
I spoke to God about what I wanted. In that same closet that I decided to kill myself was the same closet I said, okay, well, if I'm gonna live, what am I gonna live for?
There you go.
So I started repairing myself. So I put together myself 75%. And she came and picked up the other 25%. My thing is, when you ask God for shit, you got to be willing to accept his gift to you. And if you're not willing to accept it, you're gonna deal with these bozos. That's what you're gonna deal with.
But how do you know?
And you're gonna be a part of the circus. And
how-
guess what? If you marry a clown ass nigga or a clown ass woman,
Wow.
get in the circus and start
that
juggling the
You
fucking
have some
balls.
clown
On
ass
that
kids.
tricycle.
But how do you know
Say
that
clown
that was God's
You
gift?
will. They're gonna
Huh?
be juggling shit.
But how do you
on
know that she was God's gift?
Hey, bro, we almost 2 years and we ain't had one argument
What?
because we have discussions. From a discussion, there can't be no argument because there's an understanding after the discussion,
Maturity.
That's love.
and that's maturity as
What are
well.
we yelling for? Why are we mad at each other?
You have to be
Like,
willing
it's
to
been
understand.
times I've been mad and I want to punch him in his face.
Bow, bow.
But I just
I'm a
be
punchable
like,
guy.
I just,
I'm damn sure punchable.
I'm punchable like a motherfucker.
Definitely.
I'm not
Yeah.
punchable.
That's why I'm barely.
You know what?
You will not punch me.
Definitely thumpable.
Damn,
Hey, Thumper.
We've been at this thing almost an hour and a half.
Hey, we did it, man.
It don't
We
matter.
did it,
Shit,
man.
it's our motherfucking show.
you better tell him.
Katia, tell them what they need to know.
Tell them what they need to
Who
do.
is they?
About
Women or
finding
men?
love.
Oh,
The men, women, whoever.
'cause I got advice for both.
Finding love, keeping love.
Give both
Hey, I'm gonna let you talk.
No, you ain't.
That's that blend,
You
nigga.
gonna be like, yes. So,
Right. So what I was saying.
okay, for
gotta use the
the
bathroom.
women
So-
or just people in general, I would say be specific and be real about what you want. Don't bend on your boundaries. Like, if you see something that's a red flag for you, then move around. Like, you don't owe nobody nothing. You don't owe them anything. You've been dating them for a month or two. Who cares?
People have become so used to
What happened?
accessibility.
Go ahead, babe.
I thought she was done. I
No,
thought
go ahead.
She took the half a breath.
It's okay, man.
Hey, Patch, you need your own personal podcast, bro. Like you can vent. I mean, about like you have some
No.
shit.
People
Yeah,
have
patch
become
hour.
so used to accessibility that a motherfucker come in your life in 1 month and be like, drop everything you doing. I'm here. Fuck you.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck you.
You better deal with my schedule, bitch.
I'm trying to date you.
What did you call me?
I'm trying to date you.
That's what it turns into. What? What'd you say?
That's
Your
right.
mama?
That's right. That's what
Sounds-
it turns into. Definitely.
But that's also why niggas out here dying alone.
Correct.
Cause y'all not willing
Early.
to sacrifice for love.
What was it?
I like
Artemis
that.
Sabina.
I like that.
That's
That's why they're dying alone.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. At the end of the day,
It's all about sacrifice.
At the end of the day, like you wanna be happy. And if you have somebody that's genuinely that wants to be there, but you're so much in your comfort zone of being single, doing what you do,
Crying in
you're
your
not
bed.
willing to step outside that comfort zone.
At all.
Like okay, like okay, come on.
Nigga be crying in their bed at night. Shit. Go ahead. Being single. I love being single. Crying in
You
your
love
bed.
being single.
Crying in your bed at night.
Something to
Fuck
speak
outta
it into
here.
existence.
Speak that shit. Speak love into your life and speak into existence, man.
Speaking it to your partner.
Into your partner.
And also,
And your kids.
don't think that you go write down this list of stuff and then it's just gonna come to you. You gotta do your own work.
You gotta do your part.
Man,
Yeah,
I-
Be a
definitely.
bag of
I seen a
bullshit
list so
trying to
ridiculous.
attract a good man.
Oh, I wish I would have screenshot that
Woman.
list. That list was so, it was beyond ridiculous what that girl wanted. But she also was 29. It's like, you don't know.
She's still hopeful for the
I
future.
was like, what the fuck? Like,
Her vagina
Get her a
still smells.
spaceship.
it was like, shit she said, like, oh my God. I was like, what the fuck? That shit was beyond. I was like,
Okay,
are you
girl.
serious? But I'm like, yo, maybe at 29, even I too would have said that dumb shit.
Right.
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
had
saying?
ridiculous demands.
So like yeah, she can't have big calves. Like
You ain't-
what?
I'm out.
like,
big calves.
like nigga, what?
My
Like,
legs are nice.
you know what I'm saying? Like, act like stupid shit.
You
Like,
was liking my
you
picture.
can't have gray hair on his left side of the head because it remind me of my grandfather.
Bruh, it be like that. Like I had dumbass demands. Like
Oh,
shit
shit.
that was unreasonable.
You a silly
Nobody
man.
can sustain that shit when you have
At
a
all.
family, bro.
At all.
For real, bro. Like,
Like
come on,
seeing with
bro.
kids like me, seeing her with her kids, and now I have to interact with the kids. That's some taxing shit, man.
Right.
Like, kids will work your
We be
motherfucking
having to take
nerves.
breaks.
Like I'll let her go in the room and I'll take care of
say
the
take
kids,
breaks.
and she'll go and I'll have to disappear for a bit because like kids make you snatch them. Like people be like, I can't believe the kids. What like, hey man, kids make you snatch them.
Yeah. I feel you.
So
I ain't never
you
had to
got-
snatch my son. He just
Never snatch?
never had to, bro.
That's a blessing.
We need
He
to be
13
around that
now.
kid full time.
Pump that
All
feeling in
day.
his heart though, but
That's
like,
really what it
he a
is.
young.
Well, I ain't never really had to
Yeah,
snatch
yeah.
But men internalize.
We got older, older.
Men let their aggression out through fighting people and talking bullshit to women. So our aggression come out different.
That's true.
It's really the girls.
I think we did it, man.
And chicken.
I think we did it. Yeah.
I want to keep going.
I know we want to keep going,
I've been cooking
but
chicken.
I know you guys.
Hey man,
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
thank you guys.
Y'all want to go ahead and put your information out there if y'all want. I mean,
You
you
wanna put
guys
your information
put your
out there?
information out
You
there.
got all the stuff on. You got 10 business. I ain't got nothing going on.
Put yourself out there.
Put your stuff out there, T. Come on.
It seems like we gotta do a part 2 like after the match.
After the blog.
after
I have a
the-
blog.
Okay.
You can check that out at www.thecool6ix.com. Check that out.
Okay.
I have merch. I have merch. Also shirts. Buy those.
Okay.
Your favorite bartender _18. That's on
Okay.
Instagram. I sell drinks and Jello shots and all those goodies.
But you
Your
ain't try that
favorite
blend.
barber ate your
Nah, I
favorite
want
your
that.
favorite
Blend?
bartender, right?
Your with UR. No, yo, no.
Yo,
Ghetto?
yo.
Um,
Shit, you are.
Your.
Your favorite bartender.
Underscore 18.
Your
Underscore 18.
Those drinks are amazeballs. Like they taste good, but then they'll kick your ass later because you just think it just tastes good, and then like an hour later you're had amazeballs.
Then you drunk. You never had amazeballs.
Yeah, amazeballs. That's an Nebraska.
Oh, okay.
What are
Okay.
amazeballs?
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought that was
Have
like
you
a
had-
word,
have you-
but that's a drink.
It's
it's
just
a word.
you being
It's
funny,
a-
like
right.
amazing instead of
Yes,
amazing.
Like cool
Amazeball.
beans?
You never had a drink that was amazeballs?
Never had a drink that was
It's
amazing.
like a flavorful explosion.
I'll put
in your
some
mouth.
balls in.
They got buzz balls.
This one girl's like, cool beans? I was like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it beans.
We're done talking about balls. Okay?
Bees, can you gas?
Let's not talk
I
about
was like,
balls.
no, I don't want it
anymore.
beans. She was like, what? I was like, never mind.
What's the last question?
It's an
I
expression I
don't
can
know.
tell.
Put your info out there, Patrick.
Oh, my info? Man, I don't do nothing but sell crack on Sundays. I just,
Yeah,
No
yeah.
dope on Sundays, man.
No dope on
no dope on
Sundays.
Sundays. But that's what ain't nobody selling. It's an opportunity.
Stupid,
No, really, I don't sell crack or dope or anything. This is just when everybody asks me what I do, this is what I say. But, hey man, I'm at home developing products, man. I'm building a business. I'm building an enterprise, man. Like I'm building a legacy for me, my family, and I've spent all my money on that. That's why I've been wearing the same jeans for over 300 days.
Oh, I like it.
You wash them though?
I'm never. She washes my pants. She washes my pants every couple days, but I put them right back on,
Okay.
and I keep it moving. I've been wearing the same shoes. They look kind of dusty.
You don't put Stay Flow on the streets?
Stay Flow, what's that?
Put them hoes in the freezer.
And stand holes over the corner and be looking at them holes all night. Like it's the first day of school.
You take 30 minutes per pan leg. Damn.
Hey, thank you guys so much for
Thank you.
for coming out, man.
Man, thank you for having us.
After
man.
the vows, you know we're
It's
gonna
coming
have you
soon.
back.
Probably
Whenever.
episode 76 or something
Right,
like that.
yeah.
It's coming.
No matter.
It's coming.
After the vows.
We always feel like we home when we show up. It don't matter what
Hey,
episode.
appreciate it. You know, just
We got Miss Michelle from TMS.
TMS.
We got
My
If
family.
you're gonna use the title, use the right one.
we got Mrs. Michelle from KTS.
Dr. Michelle.
She
back
told me that
here.
you told me earlier don't use that.
No, I said she's not a physician. She has
You're
a
a doctor.
PhD.
She has a
There's
doctorate.
difference.
doctorate.
That's what I told her.
That means she went past your level of smartness.
If you just call me Michelle, we good. Like you don't have to use the
Michelle.
title at all. But if you're gonna
Tia.
use one, use the
In
right
this
one.
thing. TMS,
Dr.
happy
Michelle.
hour. Hey,
Tia.
when y'all got?
Taste the teas.
Y'all already came on the show, but like, dang, we need y'all like
Making a cake.
y'all bum rush this
Keto
show.
crate.
When y'all gonna
got
come
about
on the
35
show?
minutes.
Came to say congratulations to our
She's an
old-
honorary
our
Jamaican.
old castmate.
Yes,
former
man.
castmate.
Congratulations, dog. I ain't never think he'll find a woman that will make him submit. Real talk.
Hey.
Cause I'd have been out with passionate clothes like, yo, she bad, bro. I don't want her. I'm like, nigga, what?
Okay,
You don't want her?
Oh,
I
shit.
told DB.
She's like, what
I told
is
DB
you
this before the
doing,
last
bro?
show, and DB bust out laughing. I said, DB, I've sculpted my life. I said I'd be wanted to be very protected
Right.
in what people thought of me.
Makes sense.
I said, but I didn't give a shit about what people thought at the same time. So I tailored my reputation to you think either I'm Hugh Hefner or I'm gay. You think I'm gay because I don't fuck with you. You think I'm Hugh Hefner because you know me.
Right. We conversed about that,
I
yeah.
don't want you to go full out gay though. Let's
Right.
roll
Right.
it back.
No.
Right.
No,
My
but-
thing
but-
is,
but-
my thing is
Well,
the
it would be like
stereotypical.
gay. Like people
Because you didn't like
thought
that.
A girl grabbed my arm in the club. She was like, "Ooh, muscles," and I was like, "Don't touch me." She was like, "You must be gay." I said, "No, I just don't fuck with you.
Tell him.
Dang.
I don't like people touching me."
When girls do
So-
that, though, dudes throw bottles at him. When I told him to do that, he threw a Heineken bottle at me.
I got to a Heineken bottle.
Yeah, he was like,
Heineken.
fuck you.
Was he from the north side?
I don't know where he
Don't
was,
do
but I
that.
was like, why
Don't
would you
do
throw
that.
a
That's
why
amazeballs.
Heineken bottle?
They from the east side, bro. It's the old east side.
What we not gonna do is disrespect the east side
At
of
all.
the show.
At
Y'all can't even
all.
have-
We not gonna
Y'all
do
don't even
that.
At all,
Yeah,
baby.
we not gonna
Y'all
do
don't
that
even
shit.
have fire dining
Oh,
restaurants
baby.
on the east side. They tried to open up a Papa Do's. They don't close down. They
We
like,
got
"This is
an
the nice
Applebee's, nigga.
stuff."
We got an Applebee's, nigga.
For life.
For life.
For life.
In the neighborhood.
For life.
We got Papa Do's. It's on I-10 East.
Right
We just
there.
graduated the Papa Do's last year.
It don't matter. Shit.
Papa's barbecue.
We had a Papa. They
Ben
closed
had
down.
Papacitos on board. You know what I'm saying?
On U Valley, next to the Walmart.
Wear your bulletproof.
Don't get your ass
What?
cut up by a
Take
Heineken.
all your
You know
stuff
what?
out your car.
Man,
Your
cash
charges.
I'm gonna bring your car for a charger on the east side. And then go and then go to Papa Seafood House.
Hey, see,
If any one of our goddamn viewers laughing at them damn jokes, all you motherfuckers getting blocked. All of you motherfuckers getting blocked.
Because you can see him.
You never see a truck or a cast again. Motherfuckers.
Emotional.
We need
All right, man.
We need those.
That was legit.
It's hot as bitch in this truck.
Hey,
It's
thank you
cold
guys so
outside.
much.
We're inside.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's your main man, Humby.
It's your boy DB.
Hey, we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Wait, I've been trying to figure out what was wrong with that. That's the word sideways.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to stare. I was like, why?